You want extraordinary results in life, you have to be willing to go all the way. Only people who go all the way in whatever it is that they are pursuing reap the rewards of the pursuit. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. And today I am continuing with my 10x habits of wealthy people. And I am on part 3. I hope you've watched part 1 and 2. Check the channel, check the description below for part 1 and 2. Make sure you catch up with it because every single habit is a game changer. Every single habit is going to transform your life and help you live a 10x life and create the wealth that you desire. By the way, like I already say, the book is inspired by 10x by Grant Cardone. I'm just taking the points and applying it to wealth. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe if this adds value to you, and share with your friends, share with your community members. Let's all be wealthy together on this channel or through this channel. Okay, now point number 14, which is point number 1 for today, is go all the way. Like I said in my introduction, in life you've got to go all the way to reap the results or reap the rewards of what you want and create the wealth you desire. Now, let me tell you guys a small secret. Let me report myself quickly. Because my first 2 videos of this series haven't gotten a lot of viewing, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to record another one. But again, practicing what I am learning, I decided, no, Tale, it's not about how many people who view it. If it's just one person whose life you're changing through this series, you have to go all the way. You have to finish it. You have to see it through. And most of the time, that's what happens in life. You start something, you go through obstacles, or you get discouraged, or things are not going the way you wanted. But you have to push through. You have to believe in yourself enough. You have to be convicted enough or have conviction enough to know what you're doing and be willing to go all the way. For whatever is worth, even if you don't get the desired results you want, but the fact that you're building your muscles, you're building your habits, and you're keeping your word to yourself is worth the reward. And eventually, it'll help you create the success, the wealth that you desire. Number 15, focus on now. And this is a powerful concept. And if you read a lot of, should I say, self-help personal development books like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, it's really about how now, honestly, being present in the now is what really will create the results for tomorrow. You know, sometimes people spend time either living in the past, you have no control over your past and living in regret, or trying to project into the future with worry. But the truth is that the only thing we have control over is our now. Okay, how can we focus on the now to bring about the change and the transformation we want? It is what you're doing now, the decisions you're making now, the actions you're taking now that is going to create the results that you want in your life. So my dear friend, focus on now. Okay, make the best of now. Make the best. Everybody has 24 hours. All right, what you do with your 24 hours will determine the results you create in your future. You want to be wealthy. What decisions are you making in your 24 hours? One of the things I learned from the organizational psychologist, Dr. Benjamin Hardy, is that we should be spending 80% of our time, okay, consuming things that are adding value to us. Like you're watching this video, well done, thumbs up, okay, you know, and 20% of our time on entertainment. So if you really want to create a wealthy future, spend 80% of your time doing things that are going to contribute to your wealthy future now. Okay, that's point number 15. And point number 12, number 16, demonstrate courage. Now, the future belongs to the courageous people. I always share a quote by Richard Branson that says that the brave might not live forever, but the cautious will never live. You know, if you want to, there's a former bank MD in Nigeria that just passed away recently, and what he's known for is telling his people that he's fearless and they should be fearless. You need to demonstrate courage if you want to make a difference in this world. You need to be able to demonstrate courage and embrace challenges and take on tasks that might seem unsurmountable, okay? And push through and surmount it. By your ability to do that, your muscles, you know, to carry weight, your muscles to achieve much more greatness will be built. Your muscles to build wealth will be built. I've seen people who, because of the kind of projects they took on, and they said, you know, I want to do this, their creative juices began to flow, opportunities began to come their way because they were courageous, and they took on things that seemed insurmountable, and it grew their ability to generate much more wealth than they even thought it was possible. So courage. Number 17, which is point number 4 of this, is embrace change. Definitely, Grant Cardone says that you don't want to change what's working, Abby. You don't want to kill a winning formula. At the same time, the world is constantly in flux. The world is constantly changing. I'm sure you guys, with AI now, everything is constantly moving and changing, and AI has disrupted so many industries, so many sectors, and transformed the way we do things and all that. So embrace change. Whilst you want to continue to do what is working in your life, in your money-making abilities, in how you're generating your income or whatever it is, but constantly look for ways to improve and make things better, because new things are always coming up every day. Okay, so if I wanted to use the 80-20 principle, I'll say, yes, spend 80% of your time maintaining and growing what is working, and spend another 20% of your time actually embracing, looking for ways to improve and change things. In fact, I actually heard that the Google family is called Alphabet. They have some team members who 20% of their team members are building the future, while 8% of their team members are focusing on now and optimizing what they already have. So that might be a balance in embracing change whilst keeping what you're doing going. Okay, so number 18, which is point number 5, determine and take the right approach. And this point is really around, it's not just about, okay, doing activity now. Oh, I want to do activity. I'm supposed to demonstrate courage. I'm supposed to get out there. No, it's about what's the right course of action. Okay, there's a guy called, is it Beth David? He's on Valuetainment. I'm sure you guys know, if you're watching my video, you like personal development. And he always talks about the next 5 moves. Okay, and so in making a decision, you want to think about what might be the implication of this decision in the short term, in the mid term. Sometimes you might not be able to see the long term. Let's just be honest. Let me be very open. But you want to make sure that you determine that this is the right approach. Even in your building wealth or your finances, one of the things I always do, even though I collect data, I get advice, I always pray. Okay? I always say that I'm a Christian. I believe in the leading of God and the Holy Spirit. So in determining the right approach, I do research, I get data, I lean on experience, I get advice, and I pray. In fact, that's for me the most important one. Okay? The others is just about getting the multiple of counsel. So determine and take the right approach. Very, very important. Point number 19, which is point number 6, break traditional ideas. Okay? Thought leaders are people who veered from popular thoughts and created their own new thoughts. Okay? If you really want to do something that is innovative, that will help you create wealth, you have to break, okay, from traditional ideas. But one of the things I learned in pursuing what I call first principles, okay, is the fact that every new idea is really just a diversion from an old idea. So for you to be able to break from traditional ideas, that means you must actually have known traditional ideas and then apply thoughts to think about how you can break from that traditional idea. All right? One of the things that have been popular in this century is what they call work-life balance. And one of the things I've learned, I was teasing my team last week, Monday, to say that why people pursuing work-life balance, is your life balanced? And I was laughing at them. I was saying to them that if your life is not balanced, why are you pursuing work-life balance? But I've learned about the power of, it's not about balance, it's about integrating the things that matter to you in your life to create and invest your time in. Very simple. People say it's balance, but I don't think it's balance. I just think that this is what matters to me now, making this video, adding value to you, and that's what I'm focused on right now. So break from the traditions and find the things that are really innovative and creative on your journey to building wealth. Number 20, which is point number 7 for this video, is be goal-oriented. There is such a power in setting goals, okay, in having something you're working towards. The thing about having goals is that they focus you, okay, and where focus goes, energy flows. When you have a goal towards, this is what I want to achieve, it makes all your resources, all your mindset, everything just focus to it. So this year, I set some, professional goals for our company, some financial goals for myself, and I realized that once I set those goals and I started working on those goals, every other thing just dropped off. Every other thing became secondary because the goals or my goals are what is pushing me or what is motivating me and what is keeping me going. So if you really want to build wealth, if you really want to create the life that you desire, be goal oriented. Set a goal, work towards it, and you'll be surprised at how it will transform your life. I talk a lot about how goals have transformed me in terms of my weight and everything, and just multiple things I've done in my life. Just having goals and being goal oriented, especially for things that are within your control. Of course, we know that there are things that are not within your control, and you really can't actually set goals about those. But the ones that are within your control, set goals, be goal oriented, and it transform your life. Tell me which of these points resonated with you in the comment below. So please like this video. Don't be selfish. If you watch this video and added value to you, please like this video. And please go the extra mile. Share it with a friend and a friend and a friend so that we will all have 10x habits that will help us build wealth in our lives and in our community. And I will see you again in part 4. Don't forget to watch parts 1 and 2 if you haven't, so that you have a collection of knowledge. See you again in the next one. Bye.